Captain Stardate 2025. What's that, Spot? Captain Stardate 2025. Give or take 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. Thank you, Spot. If Dorothy were here right now, I would need her buckled up. Right? I would need her buckled up with extra cushions and stuff, because we are about to open, or I'm about to open, another. You're gonna love it. I was just starting to feel we were getting a vibe as well. We're just starting to accept me. But I'm gonna leave you guys at the start again, and I'll be gonski. Now, what I am about to show, just audio, we don't need to see it. It's all horseradish anyway, but the cries will come. I won't hear them, right? But I know there will be plenty of cries. Where is your evidence? You will cry. And I will say something like, you have the evidence for absolute light radiating from the sun every solar eclipse that ever passes, but you can't seem to nut it out, can you? You think, I don't know what you think, that's Daisy the cow. So, there's something going on, right? There's something going on. All joking aside, the lies are so obvious that you should be recognizing them for what they really are, but you're not. But I am really easily, all right? So I'm being objective. I don't have any hang-ups, any baggage that I carry with me that is distorting what I see. I'm seeing things exactly as they are. It makes no odds to me whether the sun's light is absolute or not. It doesn't make any difference, right? I am not biased one way or the other, but I do follow the facts, which is why I'm saying the sun, its light is absolute. The pyramids, logistically impossible for any amount of Egyptians and copper hand tools to carve the equivalent weight of 135 battle-ready Nimitz-class aircraft carriers. A few people used to say, why do you keep saying that? What does it even mean? I mean, damn, dog. What we are about to listen to didn't happen. So again, you're going to go, oh no, this guy is nuts. But don't forget something here. This is something that you have been hammered with over and over and over since you were children. I've been up all night and I've watched 4 different ones. I've watched about close to 4.5 hours of what is coming up. And I settled on this absurdity because it's nice and simple, right? Now, this did not happen.
We are the most complex creature on this planet. A big-brained, two-legged mammal. We've risen from the raw materials of the earth to dominate and shape it. Wind the clock backwards, and the story of how we got to be us is a puzzle that defies all logic. Through nearly 4 billion years of evolutionary twists and turns, disasters strike. Predators threaten to wipe us out. From rodent to reptile, we face extinction at every turn. From the land into the water, fighting to survive every step of the way. From fish to worm, back to the very first spark of life. To a single, simple cell. This is the most extraordinary and probable story ever told. The story of mankind rising. 4 billion years ago. A ball of rock and dust spins in the frozen vacuum of space. This isn't Mars or Venus. This hell is Earth. This seething, lifeless mass of molten lava will become home to nearly 9 million living species. But generating life from this will take a chain of events that defies the laws of probability. There are many theories. Nobody knows exactly how or where life began. But it couldn't happen without water. Experts believe asteroids or comets delivered it here. The water is churning with chemicals and organic compounds. Lightning strikes the chemical soup at the right place and the right time. Billions of volts of electricity trigger a chain of improbable coincidences. The chemical's atoms join up.
I mean, have you ever heard of a coincidence, like an amazing coincidence, and people go, "Oh, what a coincidence." Here we have a string of improbable, amazing coincidences.
In a precise sequence, creating a bundle of genetic material.
Just listen to that whole thing again.
Lightning strikes the chemical soup at the right place and the right time. Billions of volts of electricity trigger a chain of improbable coincidences. The chemical's atoms join up in a precise sequence, creating a bundle of genetic material. These fragile genes don't stand a chance in this extreme environment. But luck strikes again. A blob of oily material engulfs a single chain to create the first ever cell. Now, the genes send out messages, chemical instructions. And 3.5 billion years ago, they do something extraordinary. They copy themselves and the cell to create a perfect clone. This is the very first living thing. Every human, every animal, every bug, every plant can trace its origins to this single cell.
No, it can't. Right? This is where we start thinking about common sense issues. This is just... No! Guys, you have been taught this, right? I have gone through this since last night, and it is... I knew all about... Everybody knows about evolution, right? It's... No.
The genes tell each cell to reproduce, guaranteeing their survival as they pass from one generation to the next. For 2 billion years, the only living things are simple single cells. But a random accident changes everything. 2 cells merge.
Oh.
Their genes combine.
Yeehaw!
The merged cell clones itself. Its offspring contains genes from not 1, but 2 cells. 2 parents. We call this accident sex. Sex introduces variation.
Fun, mate.
Occasionally, things go wrong. As the cells reproduce, genes get deleted, duplicated. These cells are mutants. Mutations pile up, differences increase, until the cells become so different, they're separate species. The tree of life branches out into billions of species, but only one will lead to us. Mutating and diversifying, spreading out through the oceans, getting bigger, more complex, until our ancestor is a 3-inch long water worm.
Now don't forget, this is from a single cell. It is just like the Big Bang, isn't it? Just come out of nowhere. Now, what we know that is a little bit iffy because absolute light. So if you can follow the facts, the horseradish, so much horseradish, we could start a horseradish farm or restaurant or something because it's just piling up. Hold still.
This is us 550 million years ago. Mutations create distinct male and female sexes. We produce more offspring, passing on more genes. Mars and Venus. Boy meets girl. It all starts here. But finding a partner is almost impossible when every living thing is blind.
Now listen, okay. I'm all for fun and games. I don't mind the odd wind up, a prank, practical jokes. But this, guys, I am afraid that the evolution of the planet, of the stars, and us, it's all a hustle. Now, an objective point of view. No hang-ups, purely objective. Protect the children. Protect the children. In the time I've been here on this planet, right, so I do get to have a say in this, considering a load of you weren't even around when there were no devices. You've only known devices all of your life, right? From where I'm standing, all there is lies. Lies, it's just fucking lies. Obvious lies. If you can look at these things objectively, which you can't, guys. You need, if you're screaming at me, going, this guy, you need to shut the fuck up. Because you can't even work this out. So please, spare me the whatever, right? Because, guys, protect the children. Since I've been here, when I was a kid, governments were a parent's arm length away from the children. And now, a few decades later, it's like they're at the school gates waiting for them to finish high school so they can grab them. And there are obstacles coming in front of the parents. Stop them from interacting with their own children. Something is wrong. These are all lies. They're lies. So, where did we come from? I don't know. I don't know. But that story, it's like the Big Bang. Oh, everything conveniently pops out of nowhere. Guys, it's horseradish. It's obviously an insult to people's intelligence. Where we came from, I don't know. What I do know is they are doubling down and making it harder and harder and harder for people to just be. It's the kids. So I would highly recommend that people prioritize what was once the most important thing. Keep them as free thinkers, away from stuff that should not be administered, and an education that is brainwashing the children. The children are the future. That is what we know. The children are the future. Introduce them to the church when they're young, and you have yourself a reluctant believer for life because they're scared of the devil. We've got man-made climate change introduced to them thanks to Greta, who one morning sat down on the Swedish steps of Parliament or whatever they were and screamed, "It's too hot!" And everybody took it, hook, line and sinker. A gimmick, if you will. Young schoolgirl. The children, the future. And then other little tiny things like tobacco sales are down. What can we do? I know, nicotine flavoured vapes. 3 or 4 years, get the kids hooked on nicotine. Cigarette sales are already going up. Some things are so obvious, right? They do not have anyone's best interest at heart. There is just this relentless wanting it all. I strongly suggest that people protect the children. That's it. Just something surely will pop up one day and everybody will go, "Oh, thank God we protect the children." Because otherwise, who knows? Evolution. Have a great Saturday, guys. I'm really going to need to get some rest. I understand everybody's dismay at finding out everything's wrong, but I'm only being objective, okay? All right, later on, peeps. Have a great weekend.